Good afternoon and welcome. I thought we would have a wander out on this lovely November afternoon. It's the 1st, 2nd, I think 3rd of November, and we're in the field of wheat that was broadcast on the 2nd of October, and it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad at all. Most of it seems to have germinated. It's at about 2 leaf now, and the one thing that is fairly noticeable by its absence is slug damage. All the other wheats all over the place have got slug damage all over them, and I can't find any at all in here. So the lack of, well, there was soil disturbance because it was raked after being broadcast, but I don't know, there's just very little, if any. I'm struggling to find any slug damage there at all. We've got some weeds coming up, but no, it seems to be pretty clean, and there's a nice green cast to the field. Okay, there's going to be some of this is going to be volunteers, but there's any amount there. So we'll see how this does. The idea of it is that it's just a little bit of a nutrient harvest and crop over the winter before this land goes into spring beans next spring. You see in the distance, you can't see in the distance because it's hidden by the old pump house, but if you strain your eyes, you'll see in the distance the combine sitting waiting, because we'll probably be going into the beans again this afternoon and see how they do. Beyond in the distance you can see the low cloud sitting on the top of the hill, and that will probably roll nicely down the valley and up onto this hill at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So there's not an awful lot of time to get into these beans and get some done. John had a go yesterday afternoon. They were damp mined. He managed to get 1 tank full, but it was just too damp. But today, it's a good bit of sun. The soil is still a little bit damp, but there's a dryness coming onto the stubbles here, so I would imagine that the beans are still going to be damp, but a little bit better than they were yesterday. So there we have it. Is broadcasting the way to go, eh? I don't know, but we'll see. This is just a cover, and it was about 180 kilos the hectare that it was put on. Could maybe have been a little bit heavier seed rate to get a slightly better cover, but minimal cost, a bit of seed off the heap. What, an hour's work broadcasting it on this 60 acres or something like that, so it's neither here nor there. So we'll see how it goes. If come March, end of February, beginning of March, when we might consider planting the beans, I don't know, John may think that's a bit early, but we might decide that this is too good to rip out. But it's going to have to be. Oh, hang on, did I see a little bit of slug damage there? Yes, I did. There we go. There's a little bit of slug damage there, I think, yes, and there. But by God, I've had to look for it. I wish there was as little as that in the other crops. But there you have it. You see over there, I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, but there is a nice green cast to all these fields. So absolutely splendid. We'll catch you later.